This is why McQueen has number 95. We all know Lightning McQueen as the famous race car with big dreams and an even bigger personality. His bright red paint, bold personality, and famous number 95 have made him unforgettable. But did you ever wonder why his number was 95? Because the number 95 is everywhere on Lightning. It's painted on his sides, his roof, and even shows up on his merchandise. It's not just a random choice, because Pixar is known for adding meaning to every detail in their movies, and McQueen's number is no different. The number 95 is more than a symbol. It's a connection to the most important year in Pixar's history. In 1995, Pixar did something no one thought was possible. They released the first fully computer animated movie, Toy Story. This movie changed how people saw animation. Before Toy Story, animated films were hand-drawn, but Pixar brought something fresh and revolutionary. The world fell in love with Woody, Buzz, and their unforgettable adventure. But more than that, Toy Story proved that Pixar wasn't just making movies. They were telling stories that could inspire people of all ages. Pixar's journey to becoming a groundbreaking animation studio wasn't easy. Before their big break, Pixar started a division under Lucasfilm, where they primarily developed advanced computer graphics. In 1986, Steve Jobs purchased the division and helped turn it into an independent company, laying the foundation for what would become one of the most influential animation studios in the world. Their first big achievement came with the short film Luxo Jr., which not only showcased their technological innovation, but also introduced audiences to their ability to tell heartfelt stories. The bouncing Luxo lamp from that short film became the company's mascot and a symbol for their creative spirit. But Pixar's ultimate dream was to create a feature-length, fully computer-animated movie, a vision that many in the industry doubted. When Toy Story was released in 1995, it was nothing short of revolution. It marked the first time audiences saw a movie entirely crafted using computer animation. The film's success was more than financial. It proved that technology and storytelling could work hand in hand to create something magical. Lightning McQueen's number 95 is a nod to the year that made Pixar a household name. It serves as a reminder of their journey from a small graphics company to a pioneer in animation, one that continues to inspire audiences with every new film they create. By giving Lightning McQueen the number 95, Pixar tied him to their own story of ambition and creativity. It's a reminder of how far they've come and how one big idea can change everything. Just like Pixar took risk in 1995, Lightning takes risk on the track, learning to be a better racer and a better car. Because from the moment we meet him, he's confident, maybe a little too confident. He's the rookie sensation, focused only on winning and becoming the best. But as we see, life doesn't always go as planned. Because his plan was to get to California as fast as possible for the Piston Cup. He was mean to Mac and let him drive the whole night without sleeping. So when sleepy Mac wasn't paying attention, McQueen fell out and ended up in Radiator Springs. This dead town seemed like the last place a race car should be, but it's here, far from the glamorous racetracks and cameras, that McQueen learns some of his most important lessons. He discovers that life isn't just about winning trophies, it's about the people, or cars, you meet along the way. Just like Pixar's own journey wasn't easy, McQueen has to face challenges to grow. He starts out thinking he can do everything alone, but by the end of the movie, he learns that true greatness comes from teamwork, kindness, and understanding others. His number 95 is more than just a connection to Pixar's history. It's a reflection of the determination and the heart that make both McQueen and Pixar unforgettable. But the number 95 isn't the only way McQueen is connected to Pixar's history, because if you look closely at the movie, you can find some more Easter eggs. Let's start with the iconic Dinoco team from Cars. Because when we look at Toy Story, we also see a gas station named Dinoco. This is where Buzz gets angry at Woody and throws him out of Andy's car. But just when Woody thinks he has become a lost toy, he sees another car stop at the gas station. The Pizza Planet truck. He remembered that Andy was going there, so he hopped on the Pizza Planet truck. Do you recognize this truck? Because it was also in the Cars movie. In Cars, it's cleverly hidden in the crowd during the opening race. It's a fun reminder of where Pixar started and how far they've come. Because not only in Cars, we see this Pizza Planet truck return, it has some staple in almost every Pixar movie. You can find it in Finding Nemo, Up, Inside Out, and many other movies. Another Easter egg is the famous A113. This isn't any number. It's the classroom at the California Institute of Arts where many of Pixar's animators studied. It's a little Easter egg that connects the animators' past to their present work. And when we look at the end of the Cars movie, we even see some cars looking like other Pixar characters. We see, for example, Woody and Buzz in the little clip of Monsters, Inc. But there are even more connections to the iconic Toy Story movie. Because when we look at the tires in Cars, we see Lightyear on them, which is of course a direct reference to Buzz Lightyear. And when you have your glasses on, you can also see Sector 4 Gamma Quadrant is marked on the wheels, which is the place where Buzz says he is stationed. Through these Easter eggs, Cars continues the storytelling tradition that Pixar started in 1995. But 95 isn't the only number in the film that directs to a year, because in the beginning of the Cars movie, we see a white car with the number 84. This car has an Apple logo and it represents Steve Jobs, since he was the former CEO of Pixar. He got the number 84 because 1984 was the year Apple computers started selling. But not only in the first Cars movie can we see the connection to other Pixar movies, because in Cars 2, there are also many connections. For example, in the restaurant in Paris is called Gastos, which is a reference to Gastos' restaurant in Ratatouille. Then we continue the tour to the pub in London. When we look closely, we see the very familiar tapestry on the wall. It portrays the Dunbrock family tapestry from Brave, except here they look like cars. And of course, we see the Pizza Planet truck return again, hidden in the crowd during the World Grand Prix. Well, it wouldn't be a Pixar movie without the Pizza Planet truck, because they didn't forget him in Cars 3 as well. Another thing we see in Cars 3 is the number A113 when McQueen is waiting for Sterling's office. The classroom of the famous animators also keeps coming back in many Pixar movies. When you take a closer look at Mater's license plate, you'll see that this number also returns here. These are not even all the Easter eggs because Pixar can't seem to get enough of them. Did you ever spot the Pizza Planet truck in a Pixar movie? And are there any more fun Easter eggs in Cars that we should have mentioned? Next time you watch Cars, make sure you pay close attention to spot all the Easter eggs. Remember that Lightning McQueen isn't just a character. He's a symbol of growth, ambition, and the connection we make along the way. His number 95 carries the weight of Pixar's incredible journey, a journey of risk, creativity, and storytelling that has inspired generations. Let me know the Easter eggs you found when you rewatched Cars, and I will see you in the next one. Ka-chow!